Hello everyone, my name is Frema Shows and welcome to my kitchen. Okay, we are going to make cabbage stew with Kooko, Ghana Kooko. It looks like Kooko yam, but I don't know the English name for Kooko. Alright, let me take you to basic ingredients. I have green pepper, I have fresh garlic, onion, ginger, I have thyme, curry powder, cayenne pepper, nutmeg, grove, tomato paste, mackerel or geisha. I use olive oil to cook, so this is olive oil. I have shrimp powder, and the main stew is cabbage. All right, stay tuned. I'm going to ground the garlic and ginger with my grove, and I'm gonna cut the onions and green pepper. Then we break it down. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Welcome back to Frema's kitchen. Alright, so I'm grounding the ginger, garlic, and grove. Okay, let's work on our stew. Let's pour some oil into the pan as much as you can. Okay, so I have 2 mackerel here. I have Ghana mackerel and abroad mackerel, whatever you want to use. Allow the oil to be nice and warm before you add the onion. Alright, I can see my oil is nice and warm, so I'm going to pour my onion into it. Allow the onion to fry or saute for a while. Then we're going to add our dry ingredient, which is right here. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Alright, our onion is nice and sauteing halfway, so I turn the heat down so that the other ingredients will not burn. First, I'm going to add it depends on how hot or whatever you want. So I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1 teaspoon of curry powder, and 1 teaspoon of thyme. These are all basic dry ingredients. Stir it, allow it to stay for a few minutes before you add your ginger, garlic, and the grove that you ground. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. It's been a few minutes, so we're going to add our ginger, garlic, and grove that we ground in a sanka. You can do it in a blender if you want to, okay? I just want to do it the traditional way or simple way, because in a blender you have to add either oil or you have to add water, and it takes a long time. With this, it's naturally ground, so it won't take that long. Stay tuned, allow it to cook for about 15 minutes, then we're going to add our tomato paste. Lest I forget, let me add my shrimp powder. It's also part of the spices as well. It's not necessary to add it, but I want this to be delicious. About 1 tablespoon, or because this is a teaspoon. Okay, allow it to cook for a few minutes. We are still cooking the garlic, ginger, and the grove. Allow it to well cook before we add our tomato paste. Okay, after being low heat, this is how it goes. I'm going to add 1 can of tomato paste in it, and I'm going to turn the heat high because I put the heat on low so that all the ingredients will be well cooked. Basically, I think this is 20, how many ounce? This is 18 ounce of tomato paste that I'm going to use. Some people prefer their cabbage to be cooked before it's added. Some people prefer to be cooked in. So whatever way you want it, I just want to show you a simple way to make cabbage stew. So whatever way you prefer it, you can go for it. Now I'm going to dice my cabbage and we're going to boil it. Keep on stirring your stew until the tomato paste is all mixed together. As you can see, it's halfway. It's not well mixed yet, so allow it to be well mixed before you add either your mackerel or whatever way you want it. So let's work on it. I just put the water on the fire for the cabbage. Like I said, you can just cut it and put it in, which make it take a long time. But you can also boil it. Either one you prefer, it's fine. Just open my mackerel. So I'm going to add the juice first. Stir the juice. Make sure it's all mixed together. Then you add your mackerel. Okay. Now we are going to put it in low heat, which is already put in the low heat, and we're going to cook our cabbage. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. You can add eggs if you want to, but I'm not going to add eggs on my cabbage. Once we are waiting for our water to boil so we can add our cabbage, it's not necessary to let it boil, you know. Alright, we're going to add our green pepper and some meat if you have to. This is bony fish or into sour, whatever you want it in. So this is the reason why I'm not adding eggs into it. So allow it to cook in a low heat and let me work on my cabbage. I'm going to cut it and wash it and put it in. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Alright, our water is boiling. So I'm going to add my cabbage in gradually. Like I said, it's not necessary to cook it, but cooking it helps it and makes it easier for you. So when you put it in, allow it to cook for a few minutes, then you take it out. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. You're still watching Frema Shows. Alright, our cabbage is nice and cooked. You don't need to let it cook all the way. Remember, I didn't add any salt because I'm not a big fan of salt. So if you're a big fan, you can add it. Let me drain this and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. This is how the cabbage looks when it's nice and cooked. Okay, make sure the water, you absorb all the water before you put it in. Otherwise, then you are going to work too hard. It's so easy, simple, and easy to make cabbage stew. So I think I have my water drained, all the water drained. I think so. Now let's put it in. Alright. Remember, cabbage is also vegetable too, so you can cook in different ways, okay? Very soon I'll show you how. So stir it until everything is mixed together, and we are going to work on the main dish as well. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Alright, so I get it all stirred in. I'm going to put it in a low heat, allow it to cook, and get the stew and everything absorbed into the cabbage before we serve. But before then, we are going to work on our Kooko, or Kooko yam, but I think it's called Kooko. I don't know the English name though. Okay. You don't necessarily need to eat it with Kooko. You can also eat with anything, rice, yam, anything, okay? But I know you haven't had Kooko in a long time, so I just want to change the view. Instead of rice. We have varieties of food in Ghana. Yes, only if you look for it, you'll find it. Stay tuned. Let me clean the Kooko. Then you put it on fire. How we look? Okay. I'm going to wash it, and I have eggs in the water, so I'm gonna let it boil for a few minutes so that the eggs can be cooked with the Kooko. Stay tuned, don't go nowhere. Now that I know how my stew tastes, I'm gonna add a little bit of salt into it. Remember, I always say I'm not a big fan of salt. I know that salt is not healthy. Besides, I'm not a big fan of it. Now let's work on our Kooko. This is the water I'm going to use for the Kooko. Alright, so let's put it in. Be sure it's nice and washed though. Alright, and I'm going to add a little bit of salt into it. Alright, so I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of salt into my Kooko. Kooko allow it to cook for about 15 minutes and it should be ready. Stay tuned, you're still watching Frema Shows, don't go nowhere. Now our Kooko is ready. This is how it looks. It's nice and soft. It was cooked for about 15 minutes. This is how it looks. Nice and soft, isn't it? Yeah. And our cabbage too is also ready. It goes with anything. Yam, plantains, rice, anything. I do want to thank you for watching. My name still remains Frema Shows. And it's bye-bye from me. Hi, I'm Frema Shows. I hope you enjoy cooking with me. I love to cook. Like I always say, I am not a professional cook. I just love to cook. Well, this is Kooko that I'm having. I don't know, you just watched the video. I just want to invite you. I do want to thank you for watching. Kooko is typical African dish, but I'm not sure what other tribe calls it, since we have different tribes in Ghana. But I just love my tradition. I love to cook. Thank you for watching. Like I always say, I'm not a professional cook. I am a wife and a mother who love to cook for his family, not a professional. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. The name still remains Frema Shows. Thank you. Bye-bye.